Do casting agents discuss your flaws as if you weren't there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do. It is insane.
Rejection is a massive part of modelling, and if you can't handle that, then you can't handle modelling.
I would have 10 castings a day, which is where you show up with your book of pictures and you put on your high heels and you walk over to the client and hand it to them and they flick through your book, and then if you're lucky, they'll take a picture of you and then you leave.
There are so many girls waiting in line. In the end, you're treated like cattle.
You may go to 50 before you get your first job. So then when you do end up going to a casting, directors are quite blunt about what they're seeing.
How my nose is too fat across here, how I probably need to lose a centimetre off my butt.
Her hips are too big, there's too much jiggle, or like she can't wear that.
I was always being told that I was a little bit small, try and put a bit more weight on, be a bit bigger through the shoulders, like you're a bit skinny.
I needed to lose an inch from my hips. It was always an inch from my hips.
Sorry you don't get the job because your legs look like pine trees.
And some people yelled, "Hide those thighs," over a boardroom.
I used to get the term, "you're so exotic."
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah.
When you're a minority, I think tokenism is something that's always going to be a factor.
There's going to be one Asian and one black model. I feel like I'm hired just to tick the box as well.
For the most part, I would say 80% of the time they're great. So they'll give you some direction, they'll give you some feedback, and then you get the 20% that's like, yeah, they just don't care.
One time somebody didn't even say anything. They just moved their head. He walked into the room and just looked me up and down.
She made me strip down, take off all my clothes in this room full of people, took one look at my body,
And just went,
that's not gonna work. I remember walking out and just bursting into tears.
I probably had 3 or 4 times where I gave up. I couldn't do it anymore with the rejection.
Just the constant living in this state of being like, well, what's going to be wrong with me today? And how can I let nobody know that it hurts me?
My sense of self-worth was constantly in someone else's hands, and I was always seeking that sense of approval.
The best way to train a dog is to reward them randomly. So they never quite know when the next one's coming, and they're always like, you know, it's kind of like that.
I was quite insecure, and people think it's bizarre to think that way, but I was.